Philadelphia experiment. This is a legendary conspiracy theory from World War II that claims the U.S. Navy conducted a secret experiment in 1943 to make the USS Eldridge, a destroyer escort, invisible to enemy radar. And according to the story, the experiment worked, but the consequences were horrifying. Witnesses claim the ship was surrounded by a green fog and completely vanished, only to reappear moments later in Norfolk, Virginia, over 200 miles away before returning to Philadelphia. Only the crew aboard the vessel was not okay. Some sailors were reportedly fused into the metal structure of the ship, their bodies merged with the steel bulkheads. Others were found embedded in the deck or wall, still alive but trapped inside of the ship. And some crew members just downright vanished entirely or suffered severe mental breakdowns. Some members were even said to have phased in and out of visibility for days after the experiment. The organic fused together look of the Mind Flayer's physical body in season 3 is most likely what these melted human bodies look like after fusing with the ship. I also believe in season 5 when Jonathan and Nancy were walking through Hawkins' lab and the Upside Down, when they see the soldiers in the goo type substance, this is what the victims may have very well looked like as well. And finally, we have Project Sunbeam and the Indigo Children. In the 1970s and 80s, there was a pseudoscientific movement that emerged around the concept of indigo children. Indigo children were kids who supposedly possessed supernatural abilities and possessed these unique auras that were indigo or violet in color. Believers claimed these children were the next step in human evolution and were gifted with abilities like telepathy, precognition, and other psychic powers. And generally now, these children are linked to Project Sunbeam. Project Sunbeam is an urban legend that claims the US government became aware of these indigo children and launched a covert program to identify, abduct, and experiment on them. The goal, according to the theory, was to use these children as psychic tools to communicate with non-human entities, remote view, of course, and open gateways to other dimensions. And this is exactly what happened in Stranger Things. 11, 8, and all the other numbered children were taken from their families, subjected to these brutal experiments, and trained to use their abilities for government purposes. The show even uses the visual motif of the rainbow, which directly mirrors the Rainbow Children, which was just another way of saying indigo children at the time. And the terrifying truth about Project Sunbeam is, out of all the urban legends and conspiracy theories that may have happened, this one is most likely to have actually happened. MK proved the government was willing to experiment on children. The Stargate Project proved they invested into psychic research. And the Indigo Children movement proves that people genuinely believe